So for my home network, I've mainly been using pfSense, but I do have Route 10 that I've been doing a lot of testing with, but there has been one feature that it doesn't have that my pfSense does, and that is policy-based routing, so that I can have certain machines route over a VPN. Finally, I created a configuration within the Route 10 that allows me to do policy-based routing. It also adds a kill switch and makes sure that the interface comes back up if it goes back down. And if you have OpenWRT, this configuration should work in that too, because the back end of the Route 10 is just OpenWRT. So within the Route 10, if you want to make something persistent between boots, you need to save a file called rc.local, and that is in the CFG directory. So if we look at my configuration, you'll see here at the top, I'm setting up my WireGuard interface. And of course, you're going to have to enter your own private key here. And then I'm also setting up my peer. Then right below that, I'm committing it to the network, and then I'm also reloading the network, and then I'm bringing that WireGuard interface up. And right below that, I'm creating a new zone for my WireGuard interface, and I just realized this input, you probably could change that to reject so that you're not accepting any connections coming in. And then this is here too, you don't necessarily need this, but if you want to add that to your WAN zone, you can. And then below that, this is the beginning to my kill switch. This is a new rule that allows it to block any traffic coming from this subnet going out the WAN. And then right below that, I'm applying the changes with a UCI commit firewall, and then I'm also restarting that too. Right below that, I'm creating a new routing table for the WireGuard route, and I'm adding a default route in that table so that it defaults to that WireGuard interface. Below that, I have a script in here that gets created. It checks to make sure that it's connecting to the VPN that I have set up, and if it doesn't, it brings that interface up, and it also adds those rules back, because I noticed when it drops off, those rules get completely erased. It's a cron job, so that runs every single minute, just making sure that it is connected. And right below that, I'm also adding this command to this file right here, because every time you make a configuration change in your firewall, it reloads it and it completely deletes anything that you've added to it. So this restarts the rc.local so that everything gets put back in there. If we check one of my machines, we can do a curl ipinfo.io, and you will see that it is going out my WireGuard interface.